Hey guys, back with a prediction video for UFC 252, Cormier versus Miocic. I am wearing my Daniel Cormier shirt. It is his retirement fight, so let's get into this. First, I'm going to talk about 5 fights that I really like and am going to make predictions for. First, starting off with the Lumini of the Combat Hours, Jim Miller, and he is fighting Vince Pichel. I might have butchered your last name, and I apologize for that. But I do have Jim Miller being the aggressor and actually getting a second round rear naked choke. That is my prediction. I just think he's going to be on a little bit of a resurgence. I know he went through some Lyme disease fighting in the past, and he says he feels really good now. So I think you're going to see better fights come out of him and better wins. And you're going to see a better, you're going to see an early career resurgence of Jim Miller. He looked really good in his last fight, got a first round submission. I might be a little bit biased because I've talked to him and he's a great guy, but you know what it is. Check out that interview with Jim Miller. It was great. Next, we got John Dodson versus Marab. I'm not even going to try and butcher the guy's last name, just saying. But my buddy online thinks that Marab's going to bully John Dodson. I could see it, but I really think that John Dodson is just too fast. Is going to use his speed to outstrike him. I do got John Dodson by unanimous decision, 29-28. I would honestly like to see John Dodson win or lose, go back to the flyweight division. He's only 5'3". He left the division because Demetrius Johnson beat him. We need some new names in the flyweight division, and I think he can make a run there more than the bantamweight division. I don't know if he would have to cut that much weight. I don't think he would. He's only 5'3", and he's a really small bantamweight as it is. So I would like to see him win or lose, go back to the flyweight division. Next, we got some more heavyweights on this card. We got Jds Junior Dos Santos versus Rosenstrike. I've been tossing and turning about this fight simply because I watched some Rosenstrike's couple of his fights prior to over the last couple of days, and even though I think because Rosenstrike doesn't like to throw a lot of volume, so I favor him in a 5-round fight over Junior Dos Santos. But I think for 3 rounds, JDS could just jab him and land more strikes over 3 rounds, and it's going to be a unanimous decision for JDS. I don't think JDS will knock him out, but I don't think that Rosenstrike will land that big blow. JDS has gotten a little bit chinny over the last years, but I think over 3 rounds this favors JDS because I think the only way that Rosenstrike can win is that big blow like he did against Overeem. And over a 5-round fight, I feel like I'd favor Rosenstrike, but I do have JDS by unanimous decision. Next, we got the hype train. As we see, hype trains do get derailed. Last week it happened with Derek Brunson, but this week I just see Marlon Vera not being enough to destroy the hype train called Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley is kind of getting that McGregor treatment. He seems to be the next big star. Will he be champion? We don't know yet. He looked amazing against Eddie Wineland. He's fighting a tough guy in Marlon Vera who's never been knocked out. But there is a first time for everything, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Sean O'Malley is going to knock out Marlon Vera, I'd say, in the 2nd round. He's just too talented for a caliber of Marlon Vera, who is a good fighter, but I would even put Eddie Wineland above Marlon Vera as tougher opponents. But yeah, I do have a 2nd round knockout by Sean O'Malley, and Hype Train lives on. And hopefully he gets a top 10 guy after this fight so we can get him fighting the bantamweights that are top caliber. Alright guys, in the main event, and yes, I'm wearing a Daniel Cormier shirt, but I am a big Miocic fan. He's a top 5 fighter of mine. We got Daniel Cormier retirement fight against Stipe Miocic for the World Heavyweight Championship. And arguably the winner could be the world best heavyweight in history. I do think that Daniel Cormier is going to try and wrestle Stipe more, but I don't think he's going to work as well as he thinks it's going to be. I think you're going to see Miocic take down Cormier. I know it's a crazy thought, but I do have Miocic coming out and stopping Cormier in the 3rd round. I think he knows that he can rip to the body this time, and that really slows Cormier down. I think he'll slow down the wrestling of Daniel Cormier, and I just think I think you're going to see Cormier gas for some reason a little bit too, and Stipe is just going to take over with the body shots. He's going to start with the body shots, gas out Cormier, and he's going to stop him late in the 3rd. That is my prediction. I think that Stipe found his rhythm in the last fight on how to beat Cormier, and you're going to see the same game plan ended a little bit sooner. That being said, Cormier is one of the best to ever do it. He's a 2-division champion. He goes out on a shield, win or lose. He's one of the best to ever do it. It would be nice to see him win with the belt or retire with the belt, but I just don't think it's going to happen. You're going to have Stipe Miocic and Cleveland is keeping their champion. Those are my predictions for this weekend. I mean, there's some decent fights too. Like I got Felice Herrig winning on the prelims. It'll be nice to see the Bulldog come back and win. And that's my video. Thanks, guys. Enjoy. Like, subscribe, and comment.